All right, so you've probably seen my video about this thing right here, where now I stick all my little paints and things in. By the way, unique trick, or I should say, why didn't I think of this either? You could either paint these, however, just like those ketchup bottle mustards, why aren't we keeping them faced downward? And you can see the paints in that. So this brings me to my next thing. Hello, how are you doing? I love this thing so much, and I bought 2 more. Now, I'm not going to build them in front of you. I'm going to just show you the outcome a little bit in a second. These are very simple, and the nice thing is there's different types of hobby. It's not plug and play. It's modular. There's other things that are smaller that fit the this and in the same reservoir, and they right here stack on top of each other. And there's other things out there from Bukasa, I think it's Bucaso, that will help with building a modular hobby station for you. I have looked and looked and looked for trying to find ways to make my hobby station more organic's a word for it, or meat flavored, and they give me what I want. You could either order through Amazon or through their company. I'm really liking this. I mean, right next to my nail file thing here that I'm gonna, I haven't put up yet. I got my paint set in. I haven't bothered to, because I wanted to use one type of paint set just so that I can let everybody be on the same paint track. Even though I get it, the problem with paint is you find a paint you like for that color, and it could be in Citadel or AK or Army paint. You'll find a paint you like for a specific color for your units and stick with it. And then the rest of it, you could probably stick with one of the main brands. There's 3 of them for hobby paint specifically. And that, I mean, like they throw out, we do war painting stuff. Yes, there's off brands that aren't really off brands. They're really good brands like Pro Acrylic. As far as I understand, for them, it's just they're more well, they're acrylic. They do a really good job. Whereas the Army painter is trying to get you to paint armies. Citadel Paints wants you to paint their stuff with it. So flex where you can, learn what you want, and don't be afraid to paint whatever you want. If there is a stigmata in this game, I see my little I'm in the middle of building a truck. There's all little pieces I've gotten together, and the reason why they're separated is so that I can paint them individually, or at least get in the cracks when I do the priming, and then put it together and then finite paint it. I find at least priming it separately, it tends to get more color everywhere. It's each their own, you know. Like I said, I do a bit of on sprue, off sprue, together, comboing where I see fit. So, I wanted to just say my piece that I really like this product. It's very sturdy stuff. It doesn't feel chintzy or plasticky. It feels spot on for the price I'm paying for them. They're about like I think 50-ish, roughly, give or take, depending on where you find it, per each one of these. So I bought one, and I'm not buying like all my different modulars all together. I'm just buying a piece, seeing how it fits, buying more of it. I bought more of the container for these because I have like a metric butt ton of these, and I wanted to try to flush out my craft colors. And the nice thing about craft paints is you can paint your miniatures with them. It just takes a few extra coats. And when you look at the bargain of that, it may take 3 coats of paint as opposed to 2 coats of paint, as opposed to 1 coat of paint. You're paying for the price differences no matter how you look at it, because this is like $1, this is $8. I'm sorry, this one's not $8. This is like $6, I want to think. So I'm getting more paint that I have to put more layers on. Pretty much, you could do the math in your head. 3 times the paint, 3 times the layer, a fraction of the cost. So it's more labor intensive. You have to put a lot more coats on it. Less coats, it doesn't mean it's better, because that means that you have to worry about mistakes that you can't just put another light coat over. You have to put a harder coat over things. So my personal belief is this is great for starting. Don't need to jump into this. Go ahead and get yourself some craft paints, paint a model, and use that one model as your base in all your practice. And then do another model and just do one at a time. When you get good, do all your paints of, I will do all of the reds, I will do all the blacks now, and then come back to the yellows, and then back onto the red, and do all that later. You got to start into this. You got to grow your techniques and how you want to fit. There is no one fix all answer. There is no one fix all answer. I will repeat again, there is no one fix all answer. And this goes into your health as well and all sorts of things. God bless it, Loki. A catastrophe just happened. Did anything break? No, he just flopped. A lot of stuff went everywhere, nothing broke. That'll teach me. I didn't clean up a little spot, so he overarched and jumped to what looked like a bare spot. Anyhow, I think I proved I stated my point. There is no fix-all answer. And by that, if I ever throw out fitness or health or nutrition or food-related advice, do know it comes from the fact that I have 26, going on 27 years of food, fitness, nutrition, training, certifications, and experience, thanks to the military. Now it's the most recent years just me doing a lot of current because I retired. I haven't stopped. So that's great. People can be certified. What does that mean for me? When I would work in the dining facilities, I would be studying up on food and nutrition and where I could go with those things, how food works in the body, down to the basic sciences, so that I could do better customer service, because I have military people that I am feeding. So that means I can't just throw regular old crap at them. I have to know what I'm giving them. I have to understand calories. I have to understand serving sizes. It is part of my job in order for on the battlefield to win the battlefield, because an army moves on its stomach. With that said, part of my job was also fitness. So whenever I'd have to work at the fitness centers or the community centers, I would have to worry about psychoanalyzing things with the community center and knowing how to reach out and target demographics and business and running finances and stuff. Getting back to the point, once you get to those points on things, what you want to do is realize that you have enough knowledge to be able to look at new income advice or facts and go, let me punch holes in this, let me be able to trial things, let me see if it's actually true and not just a flat earth theory. I'm sorry, flat earthers, you're idiots. Something's in your Kool-Aid, and we won't leave all your nasty comments. All you're gonna do is make my channel grow. Don't care about flat earthers specifically. That's I should probably clip this. We'll see. What I'm getting at is the most recent thing that I found, and I wanted to give out health bits of advice here and there to get my viewers and my friends, because my friends watch this stuff and they know me and they know how diligent I am on my research and how effective my results are when I do bring these points to forward. So with that note, my latest thing that I would like to extrapolate to all of you, my viewers, is unless you're in the middle of singing or talking, you should always revert to breathing in and out of your nose. Sounds simple, doesn't it? The current leading demographics of where we're getting with certain things like diabetes or ADHD and lots of other things starts at the breathing level, because when you breathe in and out of your nose, you're getting nitrics and stuff in here. When you're breathing in and out of your mouth, you're just filling your lungs currently, and you're not filtering anything. And that's great when you're trying to sing and talk and do things of this nature. Have you ever seen an animal, or let's say a horse, running and using its mouth to breathe when it's going full trot? You haven't. Now, they don't talk, obviously. They do yawn here and there. 90% of what they're doing, or I should say a percentage, all that they tend to do is breathe in and out of their nose. You'll find that if you constantly focus on breathing in and out of your nose, that you'll give it a week. See what it does for you. See how moderates, how your sleeping moderates. See how your life changes by just doing that change. And I will give you another trinket on how to go even further after you've done the basics. Currently, right now, I just want you to breathe in and out of your nose as a regularity, and I'll get you to the next step on the ins and outs. And you could go look these facts up and spend your time, or you could give it a week. Try to focus on breathing in and out of your nose only. And then in my next video, you could just write comments, and or in this thing, you could come back to and go, dude, yes. So thank you for listening. Let's I'll probably mute this and just build this real quick. I got the truck everywhere. I've been working on things, and I need to do the other videos take a lot to build, edit, and it's kind of it's a drain. So these short little videos I would like to do more of until I could get the longer videos out. So my short videos I could probably do like 2 a week and 1 longer, because I got other things to do too that I want to do. And I finally figured out that my love for this hobby is all encompassing. And yeah, another one, and this one I wanted to talk through as I was building. And I'm hoping that Bukasi appreciates these videos, because I did send them a link, and if anybody knows anybody who knows somebody, please let them know. I really appreciate what they're doing. Please don't go bankrupt. I plan to slowly flush out my desk and a lot of Bukasi. I like saying the word Bukasi. Bukasi. What's your hobby station? Oh, it's made of Bukasi. Yeah, it rhymes with a lot of other words that I'm not going to say. Alright, so I wanted to just show like the thickness, and this is pretty good sturdy stuff. And it's very basic, very simple designs. I just like the simplicity, because there's like a whole hobby booth thing that I eventually want to get. The only thing I've done is bought these painting racks, because I was like, these are perfect for my little bottles that I seem to be getting lots more of accidentally more than incidentally, I guess you could say, or I just happen to have on hand. So I'm going to pause the video right now. You've heard my rant. I'm going to give you a pause and come back to you when it's done. Alright, these didn't take me very long to put together, now that I put one together. And what I wanted to show you is that, yep, it modulates right here. Bam! And does a nice little seal. I mean, you can't pull it this way or this way, so it doesn't slide that way either. And it doesn't really, I mean, it comes up and off, and yeah. From what I've seen from the other Picasso stuff is there a lot more of left and right modularity and up and down, like being able to put shelves under here or put the shelves on top. So again, I love it. And my other thought is, just like ketchup bottles and mayonnaise bottles, why aren't we keeping paint going like this? Because then when we shake, yeah, all the pigments are down here in the bottom and they're settling in the bottom now. Cool, great. Most of the time we've got liquid at the top. So I mean, pick your battle. I mean, if you like heavier pigments and you don't mind it settling, keep your stuff like this and put them in there, and then you can see the color on a lot of these. I mean, even these, you could see the color, and I could slide it. Well, that was. Oh my God! Don't put your Citadel paints in there. They just slide all the way down in the bottom. The Citadel caddy, though, I'm sure you could just stick them like this too, instead of looking at the top. And yeah, even these little guys. Hell, there's no color on this. Tell me what color it is. The color you can see in the bottom. So if they do a better job, if all the companies do a better job of making it so you can see the bottom clearly as the color, and maybe put the label and stuff, we could keep our paints like this, like they do with ketchup bottles and the mayonnaise bottles and every other dressing bottle, instead of like this, where it's all sinking to the bottom and blah. So why aren't we keeping it readably, so I can, when I flip it right up, it'll start to gravitate down, and I can pop this off, and I can squeeze, and everything's up here, and I'm not squeezing a bunch of air waiting for it and then everywhere. It'll also keep the fluid down here, which means any air trapped in here will be better for it. And if there's a blockage, you'll see it quicker. And it should keep this more moistured in the long run too, instead of allowing air to seep back into this and fresh air over and over. Much like when you deal with bread, you'll be able to keep its own kind of air in there. It might stay better. Who knows? I'm I'm only using basic thought patterns on this, and if I don't make logical sense, shoot me a comment. So from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that this way, put that this way, and hope to God I don't forget to close the cap. You have a good one. Coffee Nuts out.